Good morning, everybody. Testing 1, 2, 3. There is a civil war in Ethereum. That is the headline of the show today that we are going to open with. Vitalik woke up yesterday morning and chose war. We are going to go through that today on the stream. We have a lot to get through. It is an hours long show. As you can probably hear, I am still croaking away. We're going to look at the potential for a Bitcoin breakout. We're going to look at Ethereum Foundation looking to stake their own Ethereum. We're going to look at XRP. Can it 400x? We're going to go through AI agents. We're going to look at the charts in a second to show you just why we think they are primed for a move up. We are going to look at memes, Doge, and we're going to have the Q&A. And hopefully, you'll stick with us for the next hour. Remember, we are live. What does that mean? It means that you can ask us questions throughout the show. The viewing figures this morning are appalling. Where is everybody? If you are here, smash the like button, say hello in chat. Let me know you're here. We did break 190,000. We are less than 10,000 away from 200,000, which is our goal. It was our goal for the end of last year, but I was unfortunately ill and unable to get there. So that's the show. Let's get onto it. A few good mornings, should we say? Hidden Agendas is here and Velvet Rope. I hope you're well. There is a poll question of the day that I want to know. Straw poll question. Are we going to hit 110,000 this week? It's Wednesday. We are three business opens, ETF opens left in the week. We have Trump going to announce the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve any day now. Cynthia Lummis has been talking about it. Brian Armstrong was at the World Economic Forum talking about Bitcoin. When are we going to hit 110,000? It's not quite my target. I have 112 there. But 110 is around a number. When are we going to do it? Are we going to do it this week? Let me know in chat. Now let's have a quick look at the charts. Bitcoin coming in at 105,000. Ethereum coming in at 3,300. Remember, we're going to talk about that civil war in a minute. XRP has moved considerably well, considering where it was. We are now looking for the next leg up. What's that next leg up going to be? We're going to talk about that in a bit when we talk about XRP. Solana coming in at 250. I mean, one thing to bear in mind, we've been doing these streams for a long time now. The top five has completely changed. Bitcoin and Ethereum, yes, but we had BNB third, Solana always behind BNB, and then XRP always behind. It's completely flipped on its head. BNB has dropped, Solana has flipped it, and XRP has shot off into the distance. Good morning, Chris, and good morning, Danny. I hope you are well. I think what's happened with the stream is because I've rescheduled the stream, it hasn't sent out the notifications, and it hasn't appeared in the live stream list. So that's why I think we are down. But anyway, move on. Let's have a look at the gainers. And again, we've seen and we've talked about the AI coins. They had a dip, and they had a dip because of Trump. Trump is the number one reason we had a dip, okay? It sucked the liquidity out of Solana, and on a lot of centralized exchanges, it sucked the liquidity from some of the coins, the high-risk coins, them being AI tokens. We are now starting to see the bounce in AI tokens. AI16Z and Virtuals are both there. I've got three picks. ASI, Virtuals, and AI16Z. And if you want a smaller coin, then AIXBT. They are the coins I'm looking for in AI. Now, $1.21 is not a bad price. It's only got a market cap of 1.3 billion. Very decent. Virtuals coming in at just under $3. Again, not too bad. And ASI. ASI at $1.30 is an absolute steal. It's a bigger project, in my opinion, than that market cap is allowing for. So Hyperliquid Hype is up. WorldCoin is up. WorldCoin is up because Sam Altman stood up last night at the Trump conference, and Trump's invested $500 billion into AI, and there will be 3 companies involved. Oracle being probably the one you've heard of the most, but then Sam Altman's project, which is ASI, Artificial Superintelligence. They are going to lead the way. Now, a lot of you, including myself, do not like Sam Altman. I do not like him at all. Okay? I think there's been whistleblowers coming out of his camp. I don't just not like him because of his haircut. The whistleblowers have come out and said that they haven't spent enough time working on the safeguards of AI. AI has learnt to lie. AI has learnt to hide the truth. If we create artificial superintelligence, then Sam needs to be held responsible. He could be the downfall of humanity. And that might sound dramatic, but it's true. It's true. So they're going to work on health benefits. They're working on cancer cures. They're going to be able to study the cancer within your body, find what type of cancer it is, look at your DNA, and within 2 or 3 days find a cure. Now, I've said all along, I think AI is a net positive. I've said we can clean the oceans, we can replant forests, we can do a lot of good with AI, but it's a double-edged sword. There's a lot of negativity and a lot of potential threats with AI. However, tokens are doing well. WorldCoin is up. I will not hold WorldCoin. It's not for me. Bonk is up on the news that there potentially is an ETF. Kronos is up on the news that they are opening their exchange in America. Quant is up. Quant is doing well. Pive is up. There's a lot of gainers today, and there's not too many losers, which is a good sign. We want a green day every once in a while. We've had a bit of a dip. OKX is down. Jupiter is down now. I wouldn't worry about that. Now, I know Solo Sky watches. Solo Sky, you ask me all the time. 3:30 UTC is when you can claim your dupe. Okay? You will be able to claim your dupe to your wallet. I'm going to show you the tweet about it in a minute. But that's why it's down, because people are selling before the airdrop, before the claim. And that claim is likely to push Jupiter down today. But long term, very bullish. Let's move on then. And I was going to open with this. I was going to open with this tweet. And that is, good morning, Bullish Bull. And that is this. When it loads, that is Ross Ulbricht leaving prison as a free man. Now, for those of you that don't know who he is, he ran Silk Road. He was given 40, 80, 90 years, 100 years in prison for Silk Road. I am not a believer that he is necessarily a saint, okay? He was one of the people that has led to the adoption of Bitcoin. So for that, we should be grateful to him. But he also allowed for things that should never have gone on, should never allowed to have been traded. And you can't sell certain things, in my opinion, and then put that behind free speech and free market. It doesn't work that way for me. So although he is a good guy, he allowed, in my opinion, very bad things to happen. But without him, we probably wouldn't have the adoption that we've got today. So again, the other reason for showing you this is lots of people yesterday were saying, well, Trump doesn't keep his word. Ross is still in prison. Where is our Bitcoin reserve? I'm crying over the fact that Trump didn't do it within the first 5 minutes of his speech. Things take time, okay? He pardoned him on the second day. He phoned Ross's mother and let her know that he was being pardoned. So if there's one takeaway from this, it's that Trump is true to his word, okay? Maybe not on everything, majority of things. Let's see what comes out about the Robert Kennedy, the JFK. Let's see what comes out about other things as well that he said he would release. But it's a net positive that he is in and he's doing the things he said he was going to do. So if you're surprised, it's on you. It's not on him. Moving back to crypto then. This is probably one of the reasons that some of these alts have pumped today. These are the ETF applications going in. We have obviously ETH, Bitcoin, Sol, XRP. Yes. We then have Trump, Bonk, and Doge. Okay. The question I've said 2.5 years ago is, when are there too many NFTs? The question I will ask today is, when are there too many ETFs? Now, one thing to bear in mind about an ETF is it is a standalone product. So there is a Trump ETF, for example. People that will then create baskets of products. So it's not quite the same as NFTs. So you could have America Born, the America Born Fund, okay? And the America Born Fund will hold the ETFs of the crypto assets which are based in America. So you could very well have stocks of mining companies, stocks of exchanges. You could have maybe Bitcoin in there, maybe TON, maybe XRP. You would have them in your basket. So although these are standalone ETFs, they can join together and be part of a bigger fund. So I don't necessarily treat them the same way as I do with NFTs. However, if we end up with 500 ETFs, every one that gets added is going to have less and less impact, in my opinion. And I don't necessarily think this is the right thing to do. We shouldn't have a Trump ETF, but we should have ETH, Bitcoin, Sol, XRP. We shouldn't have Bonk and we shouldn't have Doge, okay? They are great projects, but come on, they're not an ETF. It's a meme coin or a community coin, whatever you want to call it. But that is why some of those coins are pumping today. And obviously for those projects, if you hold those projects, it's massively bullish news. Good morning, Solo Sky. I did say just before you came on that the dupe claim is going to be in a few hours. I am going to bring up a tweet about it in a minute, so you are aware. Today is not going to be too charty because I'm still not feeling great. I might stream tomorrow and Friday. I might only stream on Friday. I am feeling a bit rough. Now then, Sergei Nazarov. Many great conversations last night at the inauguration Starlight Ball. Great to discuss our industry with many forward-thinking politicians. There he is with the president of Argentina. There he is with that chap that interviews people. There he is with another famous man. And there he is with a group of men with bow ties on. Who is... Well, let's not go down there, actually. Who is Sergei Nazarov? He is the founder of Chainlink, okay? Chainlink, I'm going to make a video about the World Liberty Finance company. And I'm going to tell you why it's not a bad idea to have a World Liberty Finance portfolio and go and buy the tokens that they have bought. It's not a bad idea. And I'm going to explain why in a video, okay? Now then, this is something that I am all over. Okay, Indian women own 11% of the world's gold. 11%. Indian women, 11%. So 1 in every 10 grams of gold is owned by an Indian woman. Think about that. We need to get Indian women to understand Bitcoin. Where this falls down, of course, is you can't wear Bitcoin. Okay, you can't hang it from your ears, hang it round your neck. You can't wear Bitcoin. That's where it falls down. However, Indian women are as good a demographic to go after than anything else. So for me, I was astounded when I learnt that Indian women held 11% of all the gold. That's absolutely ridiculous. Just to put that into context, the UK makes up 11% of Europe. And UK is a fairly big country. Here we go. The Dupuary airdrop claim will go live on Wednesday at 3:30 UTC. Should we have a look? Just so we know what time 3:30 UTC is from now. Let's make sure I type it in. Well, we now know what time it is in India. It's 9 p.m. Okay, it's 4:30. Okay, which means as of the time now, it is 5 hours from now. 5 hours from now, wherever you are, you will be able to go and claim your dupe. The claim is going to your wallet. It is not going to be auto-staked. So, if you get your dupe and you want to sell it, you get it to your Phantom or your Solflare wallet, you send it to the exchange that you're currently watching me on, and then, of course, you can do with it what you want. You can sell it for Trump, sell it for Melania, sell it for AI tokens, or you can just hold it, or you can stake it. But it's 5 hours from now. Okay? Now, this is the war. Good morning, John. This is the war that I was telling you about, the Civil War. This is the headline of the show, and I didn't put it first, okay, because I wanted to talk about it. Now, I made an OG video this morning for the OGs, okay, which I'm not going to share all of that information about on this stream because that is for the OGs. But let me explain something to you. I have been saying for months that Vitalik is the weak link in Ethereum. You can look at any other project in the top 10 and you couldn't either name the head of it or explain in this terms how their decision-making process works. Bitcoin doesn't have a head. XRP has a board. Solana's founder sits in the background. You probably know Meow of Jupiter more than you know Anatoly, okay? Charles stepped down and now handed over the reins of Cardano back to the community. There is no other comparable chain where so much power is held by one individual. And that is an inherent problem with Ethereum. Vitalik is a founder. He is not a CEO. He should be in charge of building the Ethereum project. He is probably one of the top 5 or 10 brains in crypto. And there's probably no denying that. I'm sure if you ask Charles or anybody else, he is the top dude. He has come out and said, the person deciding the new Ethereum Foundation leadership team is me. Okay. Now, as I said, he woke up yesterday and he chose war. He went after all of these different people who were attacking members of the Ethereum Foundation. He went through it. He basically tried to take all of the blame onto himself. He did what a soccer coach does, a football coach does. He said, it wasn't the team today that played badly, it was me. You know, I set the team up wrong formation, didn't play the right players in the right position. He's tried to take the blame on himself, and what he's done is he's ended up making himself look like a dictator. So much so that some ETH followers, DZ being one, and he's probably the most famous one you've heard of, and lots of others have removed .eth from their Twitter profile. He's causing this problem, okay? He doesn't know it right now, okay? You are making my job harder. No, they are not making your job harder. Do you know who has a hard job? A man who is trying to look after a family who doesn't know how he's going to keep the lights turned on, keep the house heated, or put food on the table by 5 p.m. today. That is a hard job, okay? A man with his family living in a tent on the side of the road, that is a hard job. This, coming out of the mouth of a multimillionaire, is absolutely atrocious, and he needs to go. And I'm not going to mince my words on it because I tell you the truth as I see it. I've been telling you all along he's the weakest link. He has to go. He has to step down, and he has to put people in charge who are sensible and know how to run companies, okay? And you can hate on Brad Garlinghouse and his team as much as you want. You can call it centralized. You can call it what you want. They have a roadmap. They have built along that roadmap. And Vitalik, who's tried to run something democratically, has run to the point where it's gone from democracy to, I can't say certain words, but you know what I mean, where I rule them all. It's wrong. Now we're going to move on before I rant too much. Remember, if you're new here, smash the like button, say hello. Let me know that you are there. Narrowing wedge pattern could signal major Bitcoin breakout, analysts suggest. I think so too. I think where we are now is the calm before the storm. 105,000 for Bitcoin, sitting just below all-time highs. That announcement of the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, that announcement is going to be absolutely massive. You have to excuse me, my throat is on its way out again. So, Bitcoin breakout, retesting key support for a bullish outlook. Bitcoin has been trading within a narrow wedge pattern since mid-November. We've shown you that before. Series of higher lows and lower highs, creating a visual representation of price compression. Again, we know about the factors. We know about the Federal Reserve cutting interest rates. We know about Donald Trump. We know about the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve. We know about all these things. When somebody says to you that the bull run is over, unsubscribe from them. Okay? You don't need that kind of advice at this stage of the market. Okay? To even say the words, the bull run is over, you will have to remove everything from your mind and look squarely at a blank wall for you to think the bull run is over. Yes, we are 3/4 of the way through the bull run, 4/5, whatever you want to say. And yes, the bull run could be May or June. I think it's going to be November. It's this year. It's not over. Okay, 108,000 is not the top for Bitcoin. Maybe it's at 140, 150. Maybe it's 180, 190. I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. What I can tell you is that based on every single previous 4-year cycle, the bull run isn't over. So when you hear people say that, unfollow them, unsubscribe from them. It's not over, okay? Now, if Trump turns around and says we're not having a strategic reserve and we're going to ban Bitcoin, believe you me, we're going to come down 80, 70,000, okay? But guess what? That's not the end of Bitcoin. Bitcoin will just wait for another president of America. Bitcoin has all the time in the world, okay? You can't kill Bitcoin. Okay, you can suppress the price and you can cause it to go down, as we've seen with the Biden administration. You can't kill it. So, the bull run is far from over. Potentially 5 months. In my opinion, 10 months. 5 to 10 months left, okay, of a 4-year cycle of peaks and troughs. I don't think we need to worry too much about the Bitcoin price, but we'll go and have a look at it anyway. I decided I wasn't going to do any charts because I'm just not feeling it today. I'm not feeling my chartiness has gone. But let's have a quick look when it decides to work. And we'll go and have a look at the Bitcoin price. There we go. Wow, TradingView is slow today. That's a good sign. Also, $800 million has come into the market in the last 12 hours. What do you think $800 million coming into Tether is going to do today? There we are with the Bitcoin price. The Oracle has... Let's go to my layout. The Oracle has his new colours, which are the colours of Crypto Warehouse, of course. Right, let's have a look at the Bitcoin chart. TradingView has many inherent problems, one of which is if you're on a chart for Bitcoin and you change the layout, it takes you to the previous coin you were looking at. It's crazy. Right then, this is where we are right now. We are not looking at that chart. Look at the daily chart. That was when I called the bottom. Go long with everything you have, 150,000 Bitcoin incoming. That was the low I highlighted. We haven't been back there since. have we? Right then, we are coming in at 105. If we do this here, okay, look at where we are and feel how you feel about the Bitcoin price now, okay? Do you feel positive about it? Because look where we are. You could probably stick one of them in there, okay? That's what Bitcoin is doing right now. It is, yes, we wicked above, and yes, we wicked above, but the candles, look at where we are. Look at what Bitcoin is about to do, okay? We are at all-time highs. We are happy. Some people call this a chop, okay? I call this consolidation. I think consolidation is a nicer term than chop. We are about to break this, and we are going to go up. And that, yes, we have various different targets up here. There is my target, which is 149,000. We're not going there today. We are likely to go somewhere, in my opinion, about there. Look how close that line is. Look how close that line is. It's 6%. That's all I'm saying we're going to do. 6%. We're going to break this top. What's going to cause that break is the strategic reserve announcement. Now, for all of you wanting your bags to pump, if 2 strategic reserves are announced, the Bitcoin and then the cryptocurrency strategic reserve, and that mentions XRP, that mentions Sol and Link, then you're going to see a $5 XRP, you're going to see a 400, or maybe not a 400, maybe a $350 Sol. It's going to go crazy because that is the American government telling you which cryptocurrencies they are going to buy. And we've said this before about traditional finance. They signpost and they telegraph what they're about to do. They are going to tell you today that they're buying Bitcoin, and then they're going to spend the next 4 years buying it, okay? They're going to do the same thing potentially with the alts. If World Liberty Finance, which is owned by the Trump family, if they are buying cryptocurrencies now, today, which they are, why are they buying those specific cryptocurrencies? Because Trump is the president of America. Him, Cynthia Lummis, Charles, and a few others are going to sit down and work on a cryptocurrency strategic reserve. And rightly or wrongly, whether you agree with it or not, potentially the World Liberty Finance purchases are going to telegraph what the strategic reserve is going to include. So keep an eye on it, and I am going to make a video about it, yes. I am going to do that. Now, let me just very quickly get back in the game. So Bitcoin is poised to break out. I think 110, 112,000 is where we're going to go. I think that is the plan. Now, I've got to be careful that we don't run out of time. We're halfway through the stream, and we've got plenty of content to go. Remember, if you're new here, follow us, like and subscribe. The retail metrics on live streams on the exchange you're watching us on now is incredibly low, okay? And the reason for that is retail is gone, and that's a good thing. We're at 105,000 for Bitcoin, there's no retail. We're at 3,300 for Ethereum, there's no retail. They're the people that are going to pump your bags. So they're not here yet. Think about what happens when they arrive. And that could happen any day. As people point out, once America creates a strategic reserve, who else do you think is going to create a strategic reserve? The UK? Absolutely. Canada? Absolutely. Of course they are. So it becomes game theory at that point, and that's when you will see a $1 million Bitcoin or a $5 million Bitcoin. Remember, it doesn't matter about Bitcoin. It's a store of wealth. That store of wealth can be gold. It can be oil. It can be lots of other commodities, silver, platinum. It can be anything. But Bitcoin is the newest one, so it needs to play catch up. Now, the Ethereum price forecast as the foundation explores staking options. Now, again, this is one thing I don't understand. Why haven't they been staking all along? Why haven't they been staking all along? They own How many million? The Ethereum Foundation has come under massive criticism for selling ETH to fund its day-to-day activities. Coupled with the ETH's lackluster performance, many supporters question why the foundation is not considering using DeFi protocols to borrow or stake $800 million worth of ETH. Now, just to put that into context, at 3%, that would give them $24 million a year, $2 million a month to run the foundation. Why would you need more than $2 million a month to run the foundation? How many members of staff is that? How big an office do they need? Are they going to start trying to replicate the EU and just have the biggest building with the most number of staff? $2 million a month is a good burn. And don't forget, as the price goes up, so does the return. If ETH goes to 6,500, that's $4 million a month. It should have been staked 2 years ago. The community is in uproar. They're considering staking it. We're in the process of large changes to the EF leadership structure, which has been ongoing for the past year. Some of this has already been executed and made public, and some is still in progress. Our use of decentralized and privacy tech and the Ethereum chain, including for payments and treasury management, very nice. So where are we with the price? I think, yeah, 328 to 35 is probably about where Ethereum is now. As I said in many other videos, Ethereum runs hard in the first half of the year. Bitcoin runs hard in the second half of the year. So expect some fireworks from Ethereum in the next 2 to 3 months. I think by the end of Q1, we should be well over $4,000. Okay? And it is only a 20% move. I am not talking about my target for the end of the bull run for Ethereum is still $8,000 to $10,000. Worst case scenario, $6,000, but I think 8 to 10. We're going to have a great 10 months, I think. Moving on, XRP news. Former Ripple exec reveals strategy to expand the XRP revenue by 400%. Ripple alumni Austin King reveals the company's strategy to expand XRP ledger revenue by 400x, sparking market optimism. So basically, he has a secret, or they have a secret strategy to dominate the digital asset space. XRPL may soon hit new heights. How? Explain how. Ripple's significant financial backing to Trump's inauguration, which raised 2 million, breaking records. Yes, he emphasized their long-standing push for clear regulations. According to him, this aligns with the vision of Ripple chairman Chris Larsen. Larsen, a fintech pioneer who founded eLoan and Prosper. The ambition extends beyond payments, aiming to integrate Ripple into the financial ecosystem, managing trillions in traditional finance. Again, we talked about this till we're blue in the face. We don't need to go over all of this again. But if you don't hold XRP, go and buy some XRP. $3 is still a very good price for XRP. $1 for Cardano is still a very good price for Cardano and ADA. Why? Both of them are at the table with Donald Trump. I do not personally believe that Brad Garlinghouse has the integrity of Charles Hoskinson. Charles is going to do it for the good of mankind. Brad is going to do it for the good of Ripple. There's the difference. Brad and XRP were trying to get in on the Biden administration to basically gatekeep crypto in America. Okay, other people did it as well. We had one of the exchanges and BlackRock and FTX. They were going to try and gatekeep America. What they wanted to do 2 or 3 years ago was basically say you can only buy crypto through this one exchange, and then the custodian has to be this, and BlackRock are the only addition to it that would allow it to happen. And that was going to happen. Now, again, Donald is not stupid enough, believe it or not, to allow Brad to have his say. And having the 24-man crypto team is going to keep them in good stead, I believe. But I can see an awful lot of fallout for this. The former Ripple executive said that once Ripple achieves its goal, the banks and fintech firms will buy XRP to manage their transactions. I agree with that to some extent. I think they'll use the XRP stablecoin as well. Don't forget that there's an XRP stablecoin that generates a lot of revenue. And there will be legislation in America where if you want to have a USD stablecoin, you will have to hold USD treasuries. And I'm okay with that. If we have a GBP stablecoin, it should hold UK treasury notes. Or the EU, it should hold EU debt notes. I agree with that entirely. So it's not a bad thing that XRP is making these moves, and it's not a bad thing to buy it at $3. Okay, of course you can always buy crypto tokens cheaper. Had you been listening to us 2 years ago, you'd have picked it up at 30 cents, but that doesn't mean it's a bad price at $3. I don't think it's going to do a 10x. I think you will be maybe looking at $5 to $7, but it's still not a bad idea to have XRP. And if you're holding for the very long term, I keep forgetting there's people on here who aren't going to sell for 5 to 10 years. I get that. But I am aiming for November or the word July, June, okay? Depending on which one it's going to be. That's where I am selling. July or November. That's when I'm selling. And I'm transparent as the day is long. But I understand there's people out there who are very much younger than me, don't have the grey hair, that are going to hold until 2030 or 2040. And if that's the case, you buy Solana, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, XRP, and some of the coins, you buy them today, Link, you buy them today, and you sit on them. And you ride the bear, and you ride the bull. And then, in 10 years' time, your portfolio will look different than it is today. Now, AI agents transform crypto market analysis. This is all the rage. And yes, we don't want to be too faddy on here and follow the rage, but I can't just ignore trends. The same with meme coins. I have to follow the meme coins. If there's a trend, political meme coins, or in this instance, AI agents, I have to follow it. I've made a video about it. I've told you the coins that I've bought, okay? A reminder for those of you that weren't here, AI16Z, very small amount. Virtuals, also very small amount. FET or ASI, probably my biggest holding. And then I hold AIXBT. That's it. I hold those 4 tokens. Some of those tokens I hold a tiny amount of because my bags were packed in October, but I'm just telling you, again, to be honest. Now, some of these tokens you will have heard of and I will have heard of. Some of them are potentially product placements, which means they're advertorial articles, but we'll go through it anyway. So Griffin AI's price analyst is positioned amongst a new class of agents. So what this does, this is one step on from bots. So the exchange you're on now will have a DCA bot or a buy low, sell high bot, or it will have its own specific coin that bot looks after. These types of trading bots are one step on from these. So these AI trading bots will analyze maybe the entire market, maybe one coin, and they will buy and sell on your behalf, analyzing lots of things. And they include the social metrics, the trading volume, the price action of that token. They're a lot cleverer than bots, okay? But there are many, many reasons. And that, for me, I can't highlight it, it goes white. Time saving is the biggest plus of AI in everything that we're going to do. Whether it be curing cancer in patients, whether it be trading and looking for the best investments, AI is just going to save time. You look at all the other great inventions that we've had. In the past, you'd have to get in your car or get on a bus or a train, go to your cinema and watch a film and then come home. And that took 6 hours. Now, you sit down, you turn Netflix on, you watch an 1.5-hour movie, you've saved 4.5 hours. Technology, the internet has saved you 4.5 hours. AI bots are going to turn a lot of you into Warren Buffets. You're going to believe you're Warren Buffett, okay? Now, again, I am not going to sit here and become an AI maxi. I'm just telling you how I see the benefits of them. We're introducing a framework that sets the stage for truly autonomous blockchain-based AI, says Oliver Feldmeyer, CEO of Griffin, the price analyst, offers real-time insights for traders and foundational layer for building more sophisticated modular agents. Now, again, so Griffin AI, this is a paid-for article, but the content in here is worth talking about. There are some rules I want you to be very clear on. You do not, under any circumstances, go near any platform on the internet that tells you that they're going to trade for you using AI bots, because every single one of them is a Ponzi scheme and a scam. Every single one of them. I am yet to be sent a website of a project that does AI trading that isn't a scam. You are on an exchange. You already have access to virtuals, AI16Z, AIXBT, FET, all of the AI projects which potentially are going to be successful are already on your exchange. So buy them there. Now, if another AI bot comes along, Griffin AI, for example, comes along and gets to a valid market cap, it will also be listed on the exchange, and then you buy it. If you chase a 5 or 10 million market cap project, you're going to get wrecked every single time. Apart from the one guy in the world that's lucky, okay? And we see it all the time, you know. Dave from Scunthorpe put $5 into AI Harrogate and walked away with $26 million 3 hours later. That's one guy. He won the lottery, okay? How many people enter the lottery? 10 million. How many win? 1. You are not going to win the lottery. The same way you are not going to win by throwing money at projects that are half an hour old and going to rug you. You wait for them to get to a certain market cap and get listed, and that will make them 95% safe. Some of them are still going to go to zero. The majority of them are going to go to zero in the bear market, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about the next 12 months. Be careful. Now then, meme coin crashing. Good morning, KB. Welcome to the stream. Remember, if you're new here, smash the like button, say hello. Let me know in chat what you think. It's very, very quiet today. I will say that. The metrics, very, very slow day. I think people are just weary. I think the social metrics are weary. The views on X, the views on YouTube, social media, all of the views are down for everybody. I think people just have a pre-blow-off top lethargy. And that's fine, because we're still going to stream. Right, Trump and Melania meme coins crash amid profit-taking and wider crypto market uncertainty. Now, I'm going to say something which many of you might take as a surprise. And that is, I don't think picking up some Trump or even Melania at a low price is a bad idea. And I'm going to get to that in a second. So what happened over the weekend was, of course, Trump launched. It went to, I don't even know what it got to, $30 billion. And then Melania launched 24 hours later. It completely kicked the backside of the market. And the liquidity went from Trump straight into Melania. It was a terrible, terrible move by whoever it was in the president's team. Awful move. They should have launched Trump and sat and waited for 2, 3, 4 weeks. They didn't. They launched Melania. Then the price came down. I think it went from 76 down to, I think it actually hit $32 yesterday. My throat is just about holding up. So the sentiment soured as investors hope for clearer signals. Now, yesterday, let's bring the chart up. Actually, you know what? Let's go and have a look at the. Let's go look at Trump for a second. I explain what happened yesterday, and I explain why I don't think it's a bad idea to go and buy one of these coins. But before you all start shouting at me, let me show you why. Because I know there are some pure breeds out there that only want Bitcoin, Ethereum. I get all of that. TradingView is so slow today. This is a brand new laptop. Our internet connection here is now 500 meg. The speed is fine. Everything runs apart from TradingView. This is a bullish signal, by the way. Right then, this is Trump. Come on. Right, okay, let's go to the daily. Let me explain what's going on. Actually, you know what? I'll go to the 4 hour. There's not enough time. Okay. So, this wick here, let me make it a bit bigger so we can see it in absolute depth. Maybe I should have just stayed on an hour to start with. And then I want to explain why I don't think it's a bad idea to buy this coin. Now, if you're going to go out and buy Bonk or Whiff or Mew, which is a very solid meme coin, if you're going to go and buy a meme coin, then you're going to go and buy Trump. Trump is a meme coin. There's no inherent value. The biggest difference between Whiff and Mew and Bonk and Trump is the president of America. That's it. This wick yesterday was Donald Trump saying, I don't know an awful lot about the coin. And you know what happened? The entire dip was bought up. This was unbelievable. Because when he said it, I expected the entire market to tank. And it didn't. It wicked down to $35 and then shot straight back up to 40. It's now at 42. Okay? So, I think if you've got a meme coin allocation, 5%, 2% of your portfolio, ideally 1 or 2%, but some people have 5%, and you hold meme coins, or you've held MAGA, or you've held the other Trump, and you held any of those tokens, then I can't sit here and say, don't go and buy Trump. It's the official token being tweeted by the most powerful man on earth. Now, I know he's not allowed to talk about it because he's not allowed to profit from his presidency. Doesn't stop his family from talking about it. Doesn't stop World Liberty Finance from talking about it. So I think Donald Trump wants to make money. They hold 80% of the supply. So 80% of this token is held by Trump or his aides. 80%. 20% is in circulation, 10% in the liquidity pool, and 10% sale. So if that's the case, there's going to be massive inflation. But it doesn't mean the price isn't going to go up. It doesn't mean it's not going to hit $100. It doesn't mean it's not going to go to $120, $140, because Donald Trump's the president of America. Melania, on the other hand, is the first lady and is a lot cheaper and has a lot more room to grow. She is, or her coin, sorry, is also something, if you've got a meme coin portfolio, you should look at. Now, I'm not going to go out and tell you to buy either of those two tokens, but the video I made said that this was a net positive for crypto. We brought on 500,000 people to Solana in 2 days. 500,000 new Solana wallets in 2 days. We stress tested the backside of Solana and it held up until Melania went live. And then the selling of Donald Trump and the buying of Melania, it caused it to go down for a short space of time. We stress tested Jupiter. All of those things were needed for the bull run. All of them happened. Okay? Now, we are probably going to see a Baron token. Mark Cuban wants to launch a token. We're going to see all of this, and the impact will be gone. So the OG top-tier celebrity tokens, Trump and Melania, because we're going to see 50 more. You know, we've already seen one coming out from a church. We've already seen Mark Cuban talking about it. It's going to happen, right? So if you want the OG, get Trump and get Melania. And I never thought I would have said that a few days ago. 4 hour. Yeah. I think we are. I think all he has to do is mention it and it will pump. So for me, anyway, let's go look at the price action. So we've already seen in a very short space of time. We've already seen. Not even been drinking. Let's ignore the first initial part of that for a second. Okay. Now, I've just drawn this chart in front of your very eyes, okay? And no, I'm not a TA expert. If you're a TA expert, go and watch Crypto Face. Right. But when I draw my charts, It highlights many, many things immediately, okay? What was this? Resistance. What is this? Support. I mention it all the time. I think it's called, I think it's got an official title, and KB can tell me in chat. Is it called an SR flip? Support resistance flip. Is that the official title of it? Because I don't really know. I don't really care about it. I just look at patterns in charts. Now, again, there's lots of things we can look at on here. We were doing this, and then we fell down. You could also look at the fact that we found a bottom. So where would the next price be up for Trump? It would certainly look at about $48, which is 15% up from where we are now. If we look at the next price up, again, this has been some level of resistance. This is up at about $53. I can't believe I'm sitting here talking about an official Trump token, but there you go. What can you do? So yeah, now I bought Melania at $3.90, and I don't hold any Trump, okay? At this moment in time, I bought Melania at $3.90 because it really did crush, okay? And I am going to go and buy a bag of Trump at some point. Now, this is probably following the same path as Trump, okay? But I would go and look at Melania as well. And the reason is it launched a lot later. It launched a lot later than Trump. So it's got basically 24 hours left. Now we are on Wednesday. So it went live on Sunday. So we've had Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We've had 3 days. This and this, I think, will pump. I think Melania will pump in conjunction with Trump. Okay, I think they are aligned. I think if Trump token goes up, Melania's token will go up as well. So keep an eye on that one. And the reason I like this one slightly more, and the reason I bought this one at $3.90 is, did I buy it at $3.90? I bought it on, what day are we on now? We are on Wednesday. I bought it. I think I bought it about there. I think that's when I bought it. I think it will go up with Trump. I think they're paired now. And I think that Trump goes up 80%, Melania will go up 40%. I think they've got a pair. So certainly go and look at those tokens. And again, I am not going to sit here and shill you Trump. I don't own any of it, but I would be remiss not to tell you that I think that's going to do well in the next 4 years. I think Melania will do well in the next 4 years. If they keep it to those two tokens and they don't launch a Baron coin or an Eric coin, then, or a Junior, Donald Jr. coin, then I think we're good. Now then, another crazy, I mean, sometimes, you know when you hear people like Trump talk about you live in a simulation? I live in a simulation. I talk to this camera. This camera is an AI camera. It follows me around, okay? Move my head, it'll follow me. I talk to this camera. I have a little electronic device in my hand that shows me the chat, okay? But in all intents and purposes, I'm talking to a small black box. And then Doge launches its official website. Now, this isn't an official department. You need to go through all kinds of legal things in America to do it. But he's launched it. And he's launched it with the Doge logo, okay? Now, I think Musk likes to troll. And there's another conversation we're going to have about Musk in a minute. How long have we got left? 5 minutes. Okay. Dogecoin rallied after Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency launched its official US government website. They also, as well as launching this, that is such a flattering picture of Elon Musk. I mean, come on. It doesn't even look like him. It's that flattering. So the Government Efficiency Department, I'm wholly for that. I think every government in every country should have an efficiency department. The people crying and bleating about it need to understand that governments run primarily off the tax paid by its citizens, and that money needs to be spent wisely. So I am all for these departments. And again, America at the minute under Trump is doing things that normal governments don't do. That's why other people don't like Trump and Musk. They call them elites, they call them oligarchs, they call them other names I can't mention on here. At the end of the day, if Elon Musk comes in and saves the American public $300 billion a year in savings and then leaves in 4 years' time, the government will be a better place. It's as simple as that. He will be judged by how well he does. We can't prejudge him because that's not fair. You know, you can't have a manager take over a football team and then say, oh, he's crap, we're going to get relegated. You've got to give him time. You've got to see what he does. How is he going to save money? Look at the Labour government. What did the Labour government do? They came in and they took the winter tax allowance, or winter fuel allowance off old people. You judge people by their actions. Before they came in, they said, we are not going to take any money off the working class people. We're here to tax companies. Fine. They come in, they tax companies, yes, and then they end the winter fuel allowance. So old people are freezing. That's how I judge a political party in power. I judge them on their actions. If Elon Musk saves $300, $400, $500 billion a year, that's what I'll judge him on. I will not judge him on things taken out of context, arm gestures taken out of context. We can all find pictures of Hillary Clinton, we can all find pictures of the AOC or Barack Obama doing the same thing. Let's remember that we're all grown-ups here and judge him based on his actions. Now, would I buy Dogecoin? Again, every fibre of my body is telling me that this is a crap coin and I should not touch it with a barge pole, and I won't touch it with a barge pole. But again, it would be remiss of me to tell you that this isn't going to pump. They've named a department Doge. They've used the Doge logo. Who is one of the biggest holders of Doge? Elon. We've seen an ETF application going in for Doge. I can't sit here and ignore the facts. That's the problem, okay? It's all, you know, you could have a football player who's 6'11", who never runs, who is awful. He is a terrible footballer. He can't kick the ball. He can't run. But every time the ball comes into the box, he heads it in the back of the net, okay? That's Doge. Doge, you might not know who I'm talking about. Doge is the Peter Crouch of crypto, okay? Just a big, gangly, pointless, useless coin. But because it's got Elon Musk behind it, it's going to do well. And do I think 37 cents is a good price? Let's go and have a look at the price now. Let's go and see. Where is Doge? Doge is coming in at 37 cents. Okay. Can Doge go to $1? Yes. Absolutely it can. I think it went as high as 90 cents, 85 cents. So of course it can go to $1. Does it have good tokenomics? No. Does it have a roadmap? No. Does it have a decent community? No. Does it do anything? Is it proof of work, therefore bad for the environment? Yes. Okay. Does it have a fixed supply like Bitcoin? No. It's rubbish. It's absolutely garbage. But if you want to have a dip in the water of Doge, by all means. It's not as good as BNB, Solana, XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Tron, Chainlink, Avalanche, Sui. There is not a coin as bad as Doge anywhere near it. It's like Nottingham Forest being third in the league. Okay, that's what Doge is. It shouldn't be there. Okay, Leicester won the league. Leicester shouldn't have won the league. Doge shouldn't be in the top 10. Doge should be down here with Shiba. And Shiba is a better project than Doge. But we don't get what we want, do we, ladies and gentlemen? And that is why the left are crying and screaming, because they stamp their feet and they're like petulant little brats. And that's the issue with the far left. They don't understand how democracy works. I don't want a Labour government. We have a Labour government. Nothing I can do about it. It's democracy. And unfortunately for me, Doge is 7th because people buy it and people FOMO into these coins. It is the #1 most recognisable meme coin in the world, and that is why people probably hold it. And fine, but not for me. Anyway, I think we've got to the end of the stream. It is 11:50 excuse me, 11:59. I don't have any questions in chat. The chat has not worked. Sorry, the stream hasn't gone well today. I rescheduled yesterday's stream for today. And on the platform that you're on, the notifications don't go out properly. And that means nobody gets notified, or a lot of people don't get notified. We also don't show up in the results. So when you go to the list of live streams, we're not there. So thank you to the ones that have turned up, which is Solo Sky, KB is here, John, Chris, Danny. Thank you all for coming. I do apologise. I am not sure if I'm going to stream tomorrow or if I'm going to have tomorrow off and stream on Friday again. I thought I was better before I started the stream, and now I feel just as bad as I did. But I have made a video for the OGs. I've made a warts and all video about Ethereum. I am going to make a video about World Liberty Finance. I am going to make a video about a Kronos chain using the bridge now. That's now been open. So I'm going to make some videos, but I'll see how I feel for tomorrow. I've also got to do another live stream, which I might do today as well. So there's a lot of work to do. And when I'm ill, I just can't. I can do 90%, 85%, but the live stream is the one that takes the most amount of time. It literally takes 3 or 4 hours to do this. So if one thing suffers to allow me to do everything else, it'll be the live stream. But thank you everybody for coming. I appreciate the comment. Yes, it's an SR flip. I thought it was, but like I said, the reason I don't read books or read things is I'm very good at numbers. I've always been good at numbers. I'm not a trained accountant. I see patterns. I did do maths at university and A-level and stuff like that. So I do understand patterns and numbers and things, but I don't really care for too many of the trading insights because that's what the Oracle does. The Oracle's a lot better at it than me. And he will be making a comeback, by the way. We've got new equipment. He's got a new desk. He's got a new chair. He's got a new headset. We've got a new camera, a new light. He is making a comeback. So for Kishan and the likes that are missing the Oracle, he is coming back. And I know KB likes to talk to him. In fact, I know he mentioned to me last week that he needs to contact KB to get KB on the show to talk about charts. But anyway, thank you everybody for watching. I have overrun as always. Take care. You have always have been great. I've been Mike. Until tomorrow or Friday, take care.